Yeah, good afternoon to all. Today chapter is chapter 6. Okay, chapter 6. The name of the chapter is materials for special purpose. So there are different types of materials are there. Contains what are the different types of materials? The first structural material, protective material, thermocouple material, bimetals, soldering material, fusing material. We will discuss one by one what actually these materials. So, some material used for special purpose such as fuse. We know that fuse is used as a protective device in electrical apparatus. We use the fuse for protective device. Solder also a one type of special purpose materials. Bimetals also and storage battery plates, those material used for special purpose are structural material or protective materials. In electrical and special purpose materials are structural material, protective material, thermocouple material, bimetal, soldering material, fusing material. So we will discuss one by one actually what is the structural material. Okay, so structural material means cast iron and steel or timber, reinforced concrete are common material for this purpose. Cast iron is used as a material for the frames of a small and medium sized electrical machines. Cast iron, generally we use the cast iron used for metal for frames of a small and medium sized electrical machine. That is made up of cast iron. We know that the frames like our generator frames, generator motor frame are made up of uh, in cast iron. Okay, steel is used as a fabricated frames in large electrical machine, tanks in transformer, fabricated transmission tower. These are the structural material. Timber and reinforced concrete are used for pools in OH lines, overhead transmission line. This is the called as structural materials. Okay, so this is the structural material. Then next, another material is that this is protective material. So what is this protective material? Lead is a soft, heavy, and bluish gray metal. It is highly resistant to much chemical action, but it can corrode by nitric acid, acetic acid, lime, rot, and organic substance. The electrical conductivity is 7.8% of copper, and the lead is used in a storage battery and sitting, sitting of sitting of cables. Pure lead cable sitting is liable to fail to service due to formation of crack forms because of vibration. Lead alloy with a zinc and forms the alloy which is used for solder and bearing metals. Steel taps and wire and strips. Steel taps, wire and strips are used as a protective materials for mining cable, underground cable and waterproof cables. We use different purpose for protective materials. Okay, that is the point. The protective materials we considered the lead. Lead is a heavy and bluish gray metal, and lead is used in storage, battery sitting, and cables. Okay, these are the protective materials. Okay, so you can say these are the protective materials. Yeah, cartridge leads. See, this is the cartridge leads are there. Okay, and yeah, these are the protective materials, wires protective which protect seats of the wire, cabled wire. Thermocouple materials. So come to the point, what is this thermocouple materials? So thermocouple material are used for measurement of temperature depending on the range of temperature to be measured. Generally we use thermocouple for temperature measurement purpose. Okay, so what is this thermocouple? Actually we have a two junction. Let's see the diagram. Okay, see here, 1 minute. See, this is the uh, thermocouple materials. Okay, so see here, you have a two junction, like you can see here hot junction is there, another here cold junction is there. Okay, and this is the diagram of measuring temperature, reference and known temperature. You have a two metal A and metal B. Okay, so come to the our topics. What is the definition about the thermocouple materials? So thermocouple material are used for measurement of temperature depending on the range of temperature to be measured. Proper material are to be selected from thermocouple. Thermocouple is a device used extensively for measurement of temperature. I already told that thermocouple is a device which is used for measuring a temperature. A thermocouple consists of two metal joined together to form a junction. You have a two metal joined together to form a junction, together to form a two junction. First cold junction, another hot junction. So when two wires of a different metal are joined together, so you got my point? When two wires of different metal are joined together, an EMF exists across the junction. That means you have a two wire of different metal joined together, and EMF exists in the junction, and this EMF is directly proportional to your temperature of the junction. You got my point? This EMF is directly proportional to the temperature of the junction. So come to the point, when one tries to measure the EMF, more junction are to be made, which will be gives rise a EMF. When all the junction are same temperature, that means if two junction have resultant same temperature, the resultant EMF will not be zero. So that EMF is proportional to your temperature difference between the two junction, and is known as a thermoelectric EMF. Write down, this is the point. Suppose when all the junction are having same temperature, the resultant EMF will not be zero. Okay, this resultant EMF is proportional to the temperature difference of the junction and is known as a thermoelectric EMF. Electromotive force, that is called EMF, electromotive force. So thermocouples are made of a different materials such as copper, constant iron, constant platinum, rhodium. Thermocouple can be used for measurement of temperature. It is a common point. So come to this figure. Okay, here you see here measuring junction, hot junction, reference junction is cold junction. You are connected, heat source, voltmeter is there. Okay, so this is the thermocouple material. So come to the topic now. So what is this metal A? Metal, suppose metal have a temperature T1 and another metal B have another temperature T2. So your whole EMF is, so what is the point? So the resultant EMF is proportional to the temperature difference of the junction. That means you have a two junction T1 and T2. That means that EMF is directly proportional to your T1 minus T2, different temperature difference of the junction. This is the point. Got it?